Before Amma even processed the pain on her skin, before she understood the danger she had put herself in, before the guilt how it happened settled fully into her chest, she felt it. That cold, sinking realization that the one night she tried to fix herself had spiraled into something far beyond her control. And now she was sitting under the merciless hospital lights, lights that made every blister, every burn, every trembling regret impossible to hide. Amma sat on the edge of the emergency bed, the scarf she used earlier still damp from tears and sweat. Her ex stood beside her, hands in his pockets, pretending he wasn't staring, but he was. Even he couldn't hide the way fear softened his face. A nurse stepped in, took one look at Amma, and froze mid-step. Not confused, not curious, but worried. That alone made Amma's stomach twist. Without asking questions, the nurse called the doctor. When the doctor entered, he didn't greet her. He didn't force a smile. He didn't offer false reassurance. He simply approached, leaned in, and examined her skin, the swelling, the dark patches, the raw areas along her jaw where the viral routine had burned through her natural barrier. Then he asked the question that cracked something inside her. "What exactly did you put on your skin?" His voice was calm, but heavy, too heavy. Amma looked down at her trembling hands, whispered the name of the trend. The same trend that flooded TikTok with fake confidence and edited glow. The room went painfully silent. The doctor exhaled slowly. Not disappointed in her, but disappointed for her. He explained the truth Amma had been avoiding since. The routine she followed didn't just irritate her. It chemically burned her. One product alone was safe. The second one alone was safe. But together, they were a slow disaster waiting to happen. He told her she was hours away from a deeper infection if she hadn't come in. Hours. Not days. Hours. Her ex turned to the wall, covering his mouth. Amma froze, her heartbeat loud in her ears. The word chemical burn hit harder than the actual pain. The doctor laid out the truth gently. She'd need medication, topical treatment, monitoring. Her skin would heal eventually. But it might not return exactly to the way it was. There might be scars. That shattered her. She wanted a glow, a distraction from heartbreak, a moment of beauty after the breakup. Instead, she got a permanent reminder of what pain really looks like. She cried silently, those quiet, breathless sobs that don't need sound to be heard. Her ex sat beside her, holding her hand carefully so he wouldn't touch the burns. She whispered, barely audible, "I just wanted to feel like myself again." He replied, voice shaking, "You don't need trends to be beautiful. Not to me." But Amma couldn't look at him. The regret was too loud. As he applied the first treatment, the doctor said the line that becomes the anchor of this entire video. "Online routines are entertainment. But your skin is real. Pain is real. Don't let strangers choose what you put on your body." This is the line viewers will comment on. Challenges beliefs. Sparks debate. Hits home. He added, "If something looks too perfect, too instant, too magical, it's hiding something." Amma closed her eyes. Every influencer she trusted suddenly felt like someone she didn't know. They discharged her at dawn. Her face bandaged. Her confidence bruised. Her heart tangled in regret from the choices she made. But as she stepped outside with her ex beside her, something shifted. A single thought broke through the fog. If this happened to me, someone else is next. Amma barely slept. Every time she turned, the The sting on her cheek reminded her of the choice she made. A choice that felt small at the time, but now sat on her skin like a brand. When morning came, she stood in front of the mirror, fingers trembling. The bandages covered the worst areas, but the parts she could see were enough to break her. Her reflection didn't look like the upgrade she hoped for. It looked like a warning. A loud knock at the door snapped her out of her thoughts. It was her sister, Lydia. The moment Lydia saw Amma's face, she froze. Her purse slipped from her hand. Her eyes filled instantly. Not judgment, not anger, pure fear. She stepped closer slowly, as if getting too near might make Amma shatter. "Amma, what happened to you?" Her voice cracked halfway. Amma wanted to explain, wanted to soften the truth. But her sister looked at her like she was looking at the aftermath of an accident, something that shouldn't have happened, something that left a scar on everyone involved. Lydia cupped Amma's hands carefully. "You didn't do this because of you. You did this because of pressure." Amma didn't answer. She didn't need to. Silence told the story. As Lydia cleaned her bandages gently, Amma stared out the window. Every memory of how everything happened flashed through her mind. The breakup, the comparison, the insecurity, the trend, the comments under the influencers' videos, the promise of instant beauty. It all stacked up until her chest felt tight. She whispered, "I thought this would fix me." Lydia's hand paused. "No. It broke you because you were already hurting." That line hit Amma harder than the burn. Harder than the doctor's diagnosis. Harder than the mirror. 'Cause it was true. She wanted beauty to erase pain, but pain doesn't disappear. It hides. Until something forces it out. Later that evening, she sat alone in her room, scrolling through the trend that started everything. Thousands of girls still doing it. Thousands praising their glow. Hundreds posting videos of the exact same combination that burned her. Amma's heart pounded. She knew what was coming next. Someone else would get hurt. Someone else would follow the wrong step. Someone else would wake up crying in a hospital bed. She couldn't sit quietly. Even with her confidence broken, even with her skin still healing, she opened her front camera. Her reflection flickered on the screen, swollen, tired, wrapped in bandages. She almost backed out, almost dropped the phone. But then she remembered the doctor's words. "Your skin is real. Pain is real. But online looks are not." She hit record. Amma didn't script it. She didn't prepare. Her voice was soft but steady. "I want to tell you something I wish someone told me before I ruined my skin. I followed a trend because everyone made it look harmless. Because I wanted to feel beautiful again. Because I was hurting. But what I didn't know was that mixing those products burnt my face. This is me now. And I'm sharing it because I don't want you to make the same mistake." She swallowed hard, tears gathering. If you've ever felt pressured to change yourself, if you've ever done something just to feel accepted, if you've ever followed a trend just to belong. Her voice cracked. "You're not alone. And you don't deserve to suffer for it." She ended with a question. Have you ever tried something online that ended badly? Or felt pushed to fix something that wasn't broken? Tell me your own story. Later that night, Amma lay on her bed, scrolling through replies. Hundreds of people thanked her for speaking out. Some shared similar stories. Some never realized the danger. Some said they were seconds away from attempting the same routine. Her heart felt heavy, but lighter in a different way. She realized something. The beauty she chased wasn't real. The glow she wanted wasn't hers. The validation she needed didn't come from strangers online. Beauty was never the problem. Her pain was. And trends don't heal pain, they only hide it. Until they hurt you. Alma turned off her phone, closed her eyes and breathed deeply. She wasn't healed yet. But she was no longer hiding. And that was enough. In the end, Alma learned the truth many people discover too late. The internet rewards trends, not safety. And it celebrates beauty, not the pain that comes after. What looks harmless in a 30-second video can cost you days, months, or years of healing. What feels like quick perfection often hides permanent regret. And the approval we chase online will never protect us when things go wrong. Real change starts with knowing your worth, not rewriting your face. Real beauty comes from care, not desperation. And no trend is worth losing the version of you that was perfectly fine before fear convinced you otherwise. Before you follow what everyone is doing, ask yourself, is this truly for me? Or am I trying to fix a wound no one can see? What do you think the real danger of beauty trends is? Share your thoughts. Your comment could save someone else.